How important is it for you to explain to your market why you do what you do and why they care? How important is it for you to explain to your colleagues? Hi, I'm Ralph Henderson, the MC and producer of this year's Global Supply Chain Marketing Summit, brought to you by Supply Chain Brain and the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals. I'm joined today by Bill McCoy. He is the Senior VP of Operations at Electrolux, and he's going to talk about how we can communicate between marketing, supply chain, and our consumer, which I believe if we can get our head around this, we will be able to go into the next year providing really valuable information, and more importantly, getting people to understand what we do, how we do it, and most importantly, why it matters to them. Bill, can you help maybe explain a little bit more to the audience on what you're going to be talking about at the summit?
Sure. Thank you, Ralph. So I think the world has, it's changed very rapidly on us in the last 5 years, especially with the last several years with COVID. And, it's clear also that the retail establishments are in a very different place than they were, say, 10 years ago. In fact, I think the supply chain today is where much of what used to take place on the retail floor is now happening in the consumer home with the supply chain folks. So unless I'm able to connect and communicate with my sales and marketing peers, we're not really able to understand the expectations that are being set and how to deliver to those expectations at the consumer level. So it's super critical that we learn how to communicate with one another. We connect the organization so it's a seamless experience from the time the order is entered to the time the order is finally delivered. So it's really going to be talking about the components of when does supply chain get involved, how early in the game, and how do they stay connected with their marketing and sales peers along the way. And then finally, of course, how do they finally deliver to the consumer in a manner that is commensurate with the promise that the brand has made. So there's a lot of content there to unpack. But I'm very excited. I can't wait to engage the team there at the summit. Hoping there's not just a lot of attentive listeners, but also a lot of good ideas and answers, because we're also open for answers as well. We're learning every day. The world's changing every day. So just super excited to be part of it.
Thank you so much. And you're so right. It's so critical for the communication between marketing, sales, supply chain, and then, of course, ultimately the consumer. And that will be a great connection for us to talk about. And to your point, even discuss and go over some of the applications that the audience might have some observations and ideas on. For more information on the Global Supply Chain Marketing Summit, go to supplychainbrain.com and click on the banner in the upper left-hand corner, and we will see you at the beach.